Happy Wednesday again, everybody. Hope everybody is having a great week. Quite a few things I'm going to talk about really quickly today. Just overall market sentiment. SPY did break over that 260. I was anticipating today that we would have a pullback at some point. Looks like it actually happened north of the close, so that's something to kind of be aware of. I had to head out in the middle of the day, but it's kind of something I'm fully expecting is that we ramp over that 260, 261 area and then do pull back and consolidate into the 250s. So as I'd kind of mentioned before, 260 was the major level to look at. So we broke through that, but I'm still not convinced as far as this rally because it has been straight up. So all previous rallies that I've seen usually indicate we're kind of in the market for this type of a move, if not something like this. And retest maybe even as low as the 240s. I think that might be, if it does hold, a tremendous buying opportunity, but if not, more pain to come based off of past trend lines. So the 222 is still like that area in mind where I think that might be one of the areas of full risk on, just depending on how that happens. In other markets, we have Bitcoin pretty much still sitting where it's at. Right around the 3,500, 36 level. Last week it was around 4,000. Still anticipating lower for this, if not into the 2,000s at some point, but you never know. There could be some. So be aware of that today. LGND had Citron come out today and pretty much call it a fraud. I also did see some other reports from other prominent market players that the only way that this could actually pan out is if, I think it was VKTX, don't quote me on that, goes under. So this will be an interesting one to keep an eye on as well. Marijuana sector did heat up as anticipated based off of last week. I think I had mentioned that if this 30 broke on CGC, which was the specific one that I was looking for, that it would get a pretty good move. I think it had, I can't remember exactly what the filings were, but it did have a huge day on Monday. So that was something to watch for. The overall sector, though, pretty much straight up from that lows off the 23. So nothing really as far as, I wouldn't really say it's a shortable area. But the way it tends to be with marijuana moves is that it's straight up until it's not. So, as you can kind of indicate based off of these momentum moves, pretty much straight up until it's not, straight up until it's not. So it's very likely that this could just pull back right back to the 26s very quickly, especially with ARCA after hours. I think that I saw that while I was getting my oil changed. I think that they did a $250 million offering after hours, so that was kind of a drag on that one, as this is one of my my favorite names. So hopefully everybody does have a great week. Not a whole lot else to report, and I will talk at you next week.